The farmer, with the 10 wives in the village of Obanagu, nestled among green hills in eastern Nigeria, lived a wealthy farmer named Chike. He was tall, hard-working, and kind-hearted. Chike owned stretches of yam, cassava, and palm plantations that made him the envy of many. He had one treasure greater than his farms, his gentle wife, Ngozi. She loved him not for his riches, but for the goodness in his heart. Together, they lived simply, helping neighbors during planting season and giving food to the poor. But wealth often draws shadows. Among Chike's friends was Okoro, a man whose heart burned with jealousy. He could not stand how Chike prospered while he, though clever, struggled to feed his family. One moonlit night, Okoro gathered 3 other farmers who also envied Chike's success. In the forest, they met a sly herbalist who promised them a spell. "Sprinkle this on his doorstep," the herbalist said, handing them a pouch of strange powder. "Soon he will lose sense and chase after women. He will spend until nothing remains." The next morning, as cocks crowed, the charm was laid before Chike's house. At first, nothing seemed unusual, but within weeks, Chike's heart began to flutter strangely whenever he saw a woman. He, who once cherished Ngozi alone, started bringing home new wives. 1, 2, 3, until they became 10. The villagers whispered, "Has Chike gone mad? From where is this new desire?" Ngozi's heart broke as she watched her husband change. The new wives quarreled over gifts and money, draining the wealth he had gathered for years. Some came only to enjoy his riches, while others mocked Ngozi for staying. "Old woman," they taunted, "leave this man. He belongs to us now." But Ngozi refused to abandon him. Deep inside, she sensed something was wrong, something beyond ordinary. Each night, she knelt by their bed, praying, "Chukwu, open my husband's eyes. Let your light scatter this darkness." One Harmattan evening, after yet another quarrel among the wives, Chike staggered into the courtyard, weary and confused. Ngozi approached him quietly. "My husband," she said, "do you remember who you were? The man who fed strangers, who laughed with children in the market, who shared palm wine with farmers after a good harvest?" Her words pierced through the haze like a spear. For the first time in months, Chike felt shame and sorrow. Tears rolled down his cheeks. "Ngozi," he whispered, "what has become of me?" That night, Ngozi prepared a simple meal of yam porridge, the first dish she ever cooked for him after their wedding. As he ate, memories of their early years flooded back. Planting yams together, dancing during new yam festivals, sharing stories under moonlight. Slowly, the strange pull towards other women weakened. The jealous wives, noticing Chike's change, grew restless. Without the spell's full power, they could no longer hold him. One by one, they packed their wrappers and left, grumbling that the farmer was no longer generous. By dawn, only Ngozi remained. She stood by the doorway, calm and steady. Chike fell to his knees. "My wife," he said, "I was blind, but your love has opened my eyes. I see now that riches mean nothing without a heart that shares." Word spread across Obanagu that the wealthy farmer had returned to his senses. People gathered at Chike's compound expecting a feast. But instead of wasteful celebration, Chike addressed them. "Friends, I have learned a bitter lesson. When wealth blinds you or when envy walks near, destruction waits. Share what you have, so jealousy will find no soil. Be kind, especially to those with little." From that day, Chike became humbler than before. He gave part of his harvest to widows, offered seedlings to young farmers, and treated laborers like brothers. As seasons passed, his barns filled again, this time with blessings, not just yams. And through it all, Ngozi remained by his side. The end. Subscribe now. Thanks for watching.